Far from being a castle, Candleston Castle is a historic fortified manor home that was occupied for hundreds of years before being abandoned in the 19th century. Located on the fringes of the Merthyr Mawr Dunes in South Wales, the earliest known inhabitants of the manor were in the 14th century. There is, however, evidence of a structure and settlement even before this period, meaning that an innumerable number of families, generation after generation, lived their lives in the shadow of its imposing walls. It is not certain why the stately manor house was abandoned. Today, its ruins seem to grow from the earth, half strangled by vegetation, transforming this once noble structure into an almost ominous feature of the surrounding landscape. It is perhaps then not surprising that Candleston has a reputation for being haunted. As well as being home to spirits of the dead, local folklore claims that vicious goblins lurk in the surrounding area, waiting to attack anyone who comes too close. It is whispered that a tall cross, known locally as the Goblin Stone, once stood at the site. Anyone foolish enough to sleep beneath the cross was certain to be attacked. In one version of the tale, a spectre was said to grab passers-by and force them to embrace the stone, their hands and feet somehow transforming to become entangled in its intricate carvings. The only way to be released, it is said, was to pray. Whilst the cross has been relocated to a nearby chapel, the paranormal happenings at Candleston have not, with strange experiences still reported at the ruins. Ghosts, it is said, are common, with the ruin being described as having a palpably sinister and creepy aura. In order to investigate these claims, I met with Paranormal Now, a Welsh paranormal investigative group who visit supposedly haunted locations. It was my hope that by shadowing them on their investigation of the castle, I would witness the team's mediums, Richard and Jared, in action, and potentially further my understanding of the paranormal. Also present that night was Martin, the team's technical expert and developing medium, as well as my husband, Eric, behind the camera. We begin the night by investigating a room beneath the ruined tower.
There's some fucking really intense energy. If there's any spirits in this place with us now, do you want to communicate with us? Do you want to talk to us? Do you need our help? We don't mean you any harm, you don't have to harm us. We can help you if you come forward. I'm here to just try and speak to you, or see you. Don't mean you any harm.
I got this little woman with me.
I got a woman, but she's not old. She's fucking nuts. It's not like a woman with like dark hair. She's just absolutely scarky. She just keeps running up to me when I got absolutely scarky. She just keeps running up to me. She keeps running up to me when I got. You brought this here.
Sure, I wouldn't be surprised if something dodgy paranormal ways have been done here, Reg.
I want to see. Oh no. I've seen like devil worship.
Yeah, I had that as well. I didn't want to see it.
Yeah. It's not symbols on the walls, was it?
It wasn't a symbol, but I did notice some red on the wall coming into here.
That is one of the things, isn't it?
Yeah, basically they'd somebody's been doing some weird up there.
Recently? Or?
Yeah, recently as well, yeah. It's seen like witchcraft and everything. Let's go into the main bedroom. It's weird red.
Yeah, I noticed it in the daylight. I just thought it was graffiti or something like that.
Let's see if I can turn this on.
The team believe that dark rituals may have occurred at the castle since it fell to ruin. The red mark on the wall is believed to be a sign of sinister activities.
There is two sides to the paranormal, right? There is two sides to everything, right? There's a dark side and there's a light side. And they think that it's like they read small parts of the Bible and different things, and they think this, they don't realise that both sides, both parts are on the same side, and they just go so deeply into one side of it, and they don't know what they're messing with. I bet it's beautiful in the day, isn't it?
It is.
I bet it is. It's just a bit. It's not. We got protection. There's people around us protecting us right now, but there's just a sinister, really sinister energy. It's that scout, is it? Any spirits up here that want to communicate with us, can you come forward? Can you come and speak to us? Do you want our help? Don't mean you any harm. You don't have to harm us. Can you come forward? This one woman, she's saying she's a bit, she looks mad. It's the only way I can describe her.
Richard is visibly perturbed by the spiritual energies he claims to be feeling around him. Energies which he describes as being very dark.
Does everything have to be f***ing negative in a way, like? Why do you, when you come to something like this, why does it have to be like... Why do people, what I don't understand why people back in the day just, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. They were just so dark. They just had such dark...
ways.
Yeah, just such dark ways, like, they just didn't... When people like this who had money and wealth and power, and all, they just went, they automatically go dark. Why? Like, what does power make you go f***ing dark for? Like?
As we leave to explore the perimeter of the castle, Richard senses a spirit.
Yeah, a guy, he's standing by here. Show me the willies. There's a guy and he's standing by her, or just down by there.
Right.
No, wait there. Let me get my bearings. There's another path that comes up here. Or there was another path that come up here. And he's they're bringing children up here, like.
Check us the camera a sec, bud. Keep an eye on you.
Yeah, go on, man. And I don't know why he's... Can you come forward? You don't mean you any harm. Do you want us to help you? You want to speak to us? Can you walk around the castle? Should we have a look?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a couple of pictures along the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Whilst walking around the castle, both Eric behind the camera and Richard claim to have seen an apparition.
It's not a bit crazy, man. I thought I saw a face around there.
Just now?
No, we were walking up. I thought I saw a face on there. I looked through the window.
Well, what, Richard, you asked where Martin was. Did you see something?
Yeah, I thought I saw a person standing there.
Yeah, because he stopped.
I thought I saw some face as well. For a brief second.
Just down by there.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like
That's why I saw someone. I saw someone standing there.
How come I never see these things?
Richard appears to be drawn to a particular area of the castle. Stopping to call out to any spirits of the dead present, he states that he feels an abundance of spiritual energies in that area.
I don't know if it's because we've never been here before, or they're just so curious, or there's just so many people in spirit around this area. I don't know quite what to make of it. Turn your lights off a minute, guys. Just put your lights like that down, so there's no light into the castle a minute. Can you show yourselves? Don't mean you any harm.
You affect the device I'm holding in my hand?
Peculiarly, I hear voices coming from the overgrown area behind us. Before too long, everyone reports hearing the same thing.
Could be hearing like a woman crying or something.
From over there.
Yeah, it keeps
I
coming
keep
from over
hearing
there.
it
I
as
keep
well.
looking behind myself at me.
So she's like she's whimpering or crying.
She's like whispering and then like like that kind of like sobbing noise.
Yeah, I'm hearing that as well.
I keep thinking it's a person.
Yeah, that's what
It's
you
like a
think.
person living.
That's what you think.
You're calling to the lady that keeps crying. You don't mean you any harm. Do you want our help? We can help you.
With the source of the voices unable to be determined, the team moves to a different area of the castle.
Can you come forward? We don't mean you any harm. This is a chance for you to speak. Get your voice heard. Were you killed here? Were you killed here? What happened to you? Did somebody hurt you? I don't mean you any harm. No, she said after me for I didn't want one of them. The woman said, you're one of them.
What does she mean by that?
I don't know. She said, I'm not. And then after me, she went, you're one of them. I think she thinks I'm a witch or something like that, I don't know, or something. Oh. Oh. It's my crosses.
Hmm?
It's my crosses.
What about your crosses?
Do you know what? When we were inside, guys, something came up to me and I didn't say anything about it.
I had Lord and his children. Does that mean anything to you?
Lord and his children.
Yeah. When we were inside there.
Yeah, it's just this one girl doesn't like my crosses in my ears. For some reason. Somebody done something to her, like, and they were carrying crosses. Come on, guys. I just had a warning in, guys.
How did they say that? Like they wanted to help you, protect you, or?
Yeah, it was like concerned. It was like a worry, like a saying it, like they were like, "Ah, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming." He's coming.
Yeah, I'll shoot the footsteps.
You there? You there?
Guys, we're in the middle of nowhere and you can hear voices. That's like a crowd.
Once again, anomalous sounds are heard. Whilst I cannot hear anything, the team and Eric claim to hear voices coming from the darkness.
I'm sure this doesn't happen often, but when you get a warning such as that in
It's for a
spirit,
damn good reason.
do you normally heed it and leave, or?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I tell you the truth, I do. That's why I'm sort of like just staying down way up, because I just want to make sure I can see everywhere. I don't know what it is. I'm getting the sense of something. It's almost elemental. It's elemental.
There.
It's almost elemental. I can see something like, it's quite large. It's very dark. And whatever it is, it's scaring the absolute piss out of the people in spirit who are around you. And I mean scaring them. They are like, literally, they've sort of like all stopped surrounding us, and I don't know where they've gone. They're like hiding.
Despite the warning, Richard decides to stay and to continue trying to communicate.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen with my eyes. Can you come forward? Can you come forward? Just keep looking everywhere, guys, because I'm telling you now, we're going to see something, okay? Just keep your torches off. Can you come and speak to us? There's nothing to be afraid of. Whatever this thing is you fear has no power over you. It fears you. Can you show yourselves? Yeah, it's different to the noise we were hearing at the back of the castle.
Yeah, it was
isn't
a
it?
woman at the back. That was very cool.
It's a very strange energy, really strange, really like old and dark, and it seems like there's a lot of rituals. What's the matter? Did you see something, Ian?
Yeah, it's not going on my eye. I was pointing at you, so somebody there just standing.
Yeah, I've seen that, Eric.
Yeah.
I've seen it literally. That's why I was getting Martin.
Martin's just seen it as well.
As Richard claims to feel a dark energy emanating from the castle, Eric and the team believe they witness an apparition. At this point, Richard decides to perform a singing bowl session in an attempt to help cleanse the area.
Could you explain what the singing bowl does? Could you explain what the...
Basically, it produces a sound or a frequency that lifts vibration, changes the vibration of energy. Now, most people make this mistake. If you do it anti-clockwise, it actually calls spirit in. If you do it clockwise, it sends them away and it keeps negative energies away, basically, if you do it clockwise. As far as I know, the theory is that the sound changes the vibration. It's a positive vibration.
I keep seeing some stuff in the sky.
Yeah, no, I saw I was there. I saw a ball of light literally when it got, because it was bizarre. But yeah, that's what the singing bowl does. I've used it on loads of cases, and it does have a really good effect. It has a really positive effect on when we do clearances and stuff.
With the energy at the castle now supposedly altered, the team decides to call an end to the investigation. As we are leaving, Martin explains that he may have photographed an anomaly.
What was that in the castle, Matt, was it?
Yeah. It's almost got like a...
tail to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's travelling up. What's that?
Yeah, it's those on.
Look at that. It's a body with arms. A head and arms, look.
Oh, wow.
See, look.
Sorry, guys.
That's what I saw.
See the head?
That is what I saw.
Arms?
That is exactly what I saw in the window.
Yeah, something shooting down. That could, the only thing I would say about that...
That could be rain.
That could be rain.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, the investigation had produced some interesting results.
Absolutely scarfing, she just keeps running up to me. Can you come forward?
Throughout the night, the team had been on edge, with claims of dark rituals and entities being present at the castle. Whilst much of the activity was reported by Richard as a consequence of his alleged mediumistic abilities, even I was surprised to have heard voices coming from the area around the castle. Most surprising, however, were the seeming abundance of other visual and sound anomalies which we recorded that night. It wasn't until we reviewed the footage during post-production that we realised the full scale of the activity we experienced at Candleston Castle. Whilst it is impossible to know for certain the source of these anomalies, the experience was nonetheless intriguing. Strangely, after conducting more research afterwards, I came to realise that the area's claims to an ominous atmosphere were not merely rooted in legend, but also in historical truth. In 1607, the area suffered one of the worst natural disasters Britain had ever experienced, in the form of a sudden and destructive flood. A great torrent of water, thought to have been either a tsunami or storm surge, engulfed large parts of the coastal region on which Candleston is located. Thousands lost their lives. Were the voices we heard that night, and the many souls of the dead Richard reported encountering, connected to this disaster? Ultimately, after leaving the castle for the night, I felt much like the previous time I had shadowed Paranormal Now for the filming of my documentary In Search of the Dead, as though I wanted more. Being present during a paranormal investigation made me question my own experiences in a way that would have otherwise been impossible.
If life after death is real, or there's a possibility of it being real, it needs to be documented, it needs to be taken seriously. And if I'm placed in a position where I can do that, where I can take this topic seriously, then I have to do it. It's not about my personal choice anymore. It started as that. It started as my will to discover something extraordinary. But now, for better or for worse, I have to finish this. Because I want people to know that there is more to life than first meets the eye. Even if all of this is not real, the very fact that we can have a conversation about it and that we can go out there and meet people, mediums who think that it's real, people who live their lives in a way that's fundamentally linked to survival being real, We have to understand this, that it exists, that it's there. And the only way that we can truly have a conversation about life after death is to take it seriously and to go out there and to put our feelings aside about whether we want it to be real or not, and just be open-minded. You have to experience it for yourself. You have to be willing to go out there, meet people, go to places, have an open mind, and question everything. I can't tell you whether it's real or not, even if I am 100% convinced that it is. The only way that anyone can begin to question the reality of life after death is to do something for yourself. Without experience, you can't have understanding.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you saw or heard anything anomalous in the video which we might have missed. And if you enjoyed this investigation and want more, watch my full feature documentary on life after death, In Search of the Dead. For this weekend only, I am offering you 25% off the download price. Simply click the link in the description and enter the discount code 25OFF as shown on screen now. If there is enough interest, I would love to do more videos like this in the near future, so let me know. And if you want to see more of Paranormal Now, I strongly recommend visiting their YouTube channel, the link to which is on screen now. Until next time.